Something unusual is happening in artificial intelligence right now. Not in the models, not in the apps, in the machines running them. Because the biggest limit on AI over the next decade may not be intelligence. It may be infrastructure, the chips, the data centers, the electricity, and the companies that control them. And if you use AI tools today, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Midjourney, Copilot, this bottleneck could affect you sooner than you think. This is the AI Desk. Let's dive in. This episode is brought to you by Mad Cheetah and their new album WTF, Where is the Forest? It's eco-pop engineered for the future, bold beats, global rhythms, and a message that actually matters. If you want music that hits your brain and your heart, explore WTF by Mad Cheetah. That's MADCHITA. Streaming now on all major platforms. When you open ChatGPT from OpenAI, or ask Claude from Anthropic a question, or use Gemini inside Google Search, it feels instant, like magic. But every one of those answers is being generated in massive data centers filled with specialized AI chips. Most of those chips come from one company, NVIDIA. Right now, NVIDIA's AI GPUs, particularly the H100 and H200 chips, power the majority of the world's large AI systems. And demand for them is so intense that companies are spending tens of billions of dollars just to secure supply. For example, Microsoft has invested over $13 billion in OpenAI and built enormous AI clusters to run ChatGPT. Amazon is building AI infrastructure to support Anthropic and its own models. Meta is reportedly buying hundreds of thousands of GPUs to train future versions of its Llama models. These machines are so expensive that a single high-end AI chip can cost $30,000 to $40,000, which means the computers generating your chatbot responses may cost billions of dollars to build. The AI you use every day is already limited. Here's something most people don't realize. Many of the limits you experience with AI tools today exist because of compute constraints. Ever seen a message like, "Usage limit reached, try again later," or "You've hit the GPT-4 cap"? That's not just a pricing decision, it's a capacity decision. Running advanced models like GPT-4 or Claude Opus is extremely expensive. Every prompt requires compute. Millions of users sending millions of prompts adds up quickly. So companies ration access, which means the AI tools you use today are already being carefully throttled. Now imagine you're building a startup using AI. You want to train a model, or run a powerful AI feature in your app. Where do you get the compute? You probably rent it from a cloud provider like Microsoft Azure, Amazon Web Services, or Google Cloud. Those three companies control most of the world's large-scale cloud infrastructure, which means they also control a huge portion of the AI compute supply. And that gives them an enormous advantage, because they can run their own AI models directly on infrastructure they already own. But chips are only part of the story. AI also requires enormous amounts of electricity. Training a frontier AI model can consume as much power as thousands of homes. Running those models continuously, answering millions of prompts, requires even more. This is why tech companies are suddenly investing in energy projects. For example, Microsoft recently explored partnerships around nuclear energy to power future data centers. Amazon and Google are building huge solar and renewable energy projects tied to their cloud infrastructure. Some AI data centers now require gigawatt-scale electricity, similar to industrial facilities. In other words, the AI industry is quietly becoming one of the largest new consumers of electricity on Earth. So what does this mean for you? It could change how AI services work in a few ways. First, pricing. Advanced AI tools may become more expensive over time because running them requires so much infrastructure. Second, feature limits. Some capabilities might stay restricted to premium tiers simply because the compute cost is too high for mass use. Third, performance differences. Companies with the largest infrastructure may deliver better AI systems simply because they can run bigger models faster. This leads to a fascinating shift in the AI landscape. For years, the conversation focused on who had the smartest models. But now another question matters just as much. Who owns the most compute? Who owns the most energy? Who owns the biggest data centers? The global race is already starting. Governments are beginning to recognize this. In the United States, policymakers are debating AI infrastructure strategy. In Europe, regulations are shaping how models can be deployed. In China, companies like Baidu and Alibaba Group are building domestic AI ecosystems designed to compete with Western platforms. What used to be a software race is now becoming something much bigger, an infrastructure race. Over the next few years, watch for 3 signals. First, more announcements about AI data centers. Second, major tech companies investing in energy generation. Third, more consolidation around companies that already operate massive cloud platforms, because those companies may quietly become the backbone of the AI economy. Artificial intelligence feels like software, but beneath every chatbot, every AI image generator, and every recommendation system, there is a physical machine doing the work. Silicon chips, electric grids, massive data centers. The next phase of AI may not be defined by who builds the smartest model. It may be defined by who builds the biggest machine. Thanks for listening to the AI Desk. Stay aware, stay early, and stay curious.